Okay, dokie. So if you'll look at the big two-page PDF document that I linked, it's negativerocks.net/arma/cast.pdf. There is a bunch of information on there that you basically would do better with knowing. So we'll first be going over the 9-line brief. This is the one that you'll probably most hear in UO, even though it's technically not correct to use it with helicopters because it takes forever and there's a load of unneeded information on there. But you'll find most people give it anyway because that's the only one they know. So, on this, there are several lines that are needed. Basically, you need to give, for helicopters, you need to give the description, the location of friendlies, and the mark even. So that's 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's all the that's all the information a helicopter needs to engage a target successfully. Line 1, IPBP. You shouldn't need to give this with a helicopter due to the nature of helicopters. However, it stands for ingress point and battle position. Basically, an ingress point and a battle position are points where a target, well, not an aircraft, will be able to enter the AO and begin to start to acquire the target. Basically, it's usually a couple of kilometers off the target, and the JTAC will usually be able to see you by the time you're at the IP. The heading or the offset. Heading is used, basically you give a heading or a magnetic direction, bearing, whatever you call it, to the target from your position. So say if they are directly north of you, just shout north, or they're 20 degrees off the north, you'd say 20. The offset, left, right, don't need to know about that. It's never given in UO. The distance is pretty much the same idea of the heading, except with distance. You just give the distance from the target to the target from you. Target elevation, this is in meters in Arma. Ignore what it says in feet. Most people on the server can't convert between feet and meters on the fly, so it will be given in meters. It's above sea level. Above sea level. MSL stands for mean sea level. Target description is the most accurate description you can give of the target within around about 10 seconds. So say if there's two T-72s and a squad of infantry, that's exactly what you say. 2 times 2 T-72 times 1 infantry squad. That'll basically let the aircraft know what he's about to run into, and it'll let him know what ordnance he needs to use, in case you don't specify any. Target location, this is a 6-digit grid in Arma. There's no need to give an 8-digit grid because an aircraft will most likely be able to see 100 meters and engage and find the target. The type mark, basically this is what the target is marked by. There are a bunch of things that you can mark the target by in Arma. You can use IR strobes, you can use... oh, hold on a second, I just got a poke. Okay. You can use IR strobes, you can use laser pointers, you can use smoke, you can throw a chem light down over there. Basically anything that a helicopter will be able to see from the air, you can use it as a mark. Laser codes, they are only used with devices that can actually transmit at a laser code frequency. For example, and I've forgotten the name, what's that binocular that can transmit the laser?
Dagger?
Softlam.
Or Soflam.
Soflam, that's the one. The Soflam's laser code, how you change that is covered in the JTAC course. Basically, it's the frequency at which the laser pulses, which lets basically bombs lock onto specific lasers in case there's multiple lasers in an area. The location of friendlies, this will usually be given as 6-digit grid. However, you could probably give it as direction from the target, which is given in line 1, 2, and 3 even. Well, it'll be a 6-digit grid in Arma, or yeah, 6-digit grid. The egress is not required in a helicopter. The helicopter won't even be flying over the target, so there's no need to give an egress. Henceforth, 9-line will usually be omitted If the JTAC does give you 9-line, promptly ignore it. Okay. Right. Remarks basically are anything that the JTAC needs to tell you that isn't covered in the 9-line. So, for example, if there are manpads in the area, then it will be given in remarks. If he wants a specific type of ordnance, it will be given in the marks. If they want a specific gun run on a target, it will be given in the remarks. Anything that's not in the 9-line is given in the remarks. Okay. So, we've gone over 9-lines here. That's basically, you need to know what 9-lines are. You need to be able to recall them from the top of your head, or at the very least, have them written down somewhere where you can reference them really fast. You also need to have the ability to write down all the information that's given as it's given to you. You're not expected to remember it in your head. Real life pilots have kneeboards to write it down on. You definitely won't be able to remember it all in your head. Okay then. You actually was just informed me that the training server is up and ready to be used, so if we would all go ahead and join the training server now, and I'll put the map up. In the meantime, I'm going to give you a nice brief on the 6th line. Now, the 6th line is the proper way to call in CAS supports. The best bit is, it can even be used by non-JTACs. The 6th line on there is basically a 6th line in its most bare format. However, if you go to the Google Docs link that I've linked in TeamSpeak, there is a much more student handout. There's basically a student handout there. It has all the information you'll ever need. It has absolutely everything. It even tells you how to check in. So, 6th line brief. The JTAC will basically contact you with his call sign, then your call sign, then he'll say CAS request, over. Right, you'll say then ready for CAS request, and he'll begin with the 6th line. The 6th line is basically a ridiculously cut down version of the 9-line that has all the points you need for a helicopter to attack a target. Line 1 is the person who's calling in the air support's location in a 6-digit grid. It's what their position is marked by, say red smoke or IR strobe summit. That's all in one line. Line 2 is direction to the target in degrees. 3 is distance to the target in meters. 4 is target description, exactly the same as line 5 on the 9-line. Line 5 on the 6th line is what the target is marked by. If it's not marked, the JTAC will just say not marked or something similar. Line 6 is remarks, which are exactly the same as the 9-line remarks. Okie dokie then. Basically, you should all be absolutely familiar with both 6 lines and 9 lines, be able to recall them off the top of your head. By the end of this course, you'll probably be familiar with it, because I'll be calling them in constantly.
Question on 6 lines. The direction and distance, is that relative to the person calling in?
Yeah, the direction and distance, line 2 and 3 on the 6th line, is from the person who's calling in the CAS support.
Roger.
I have 2 questions.
Go ahead.
Do you use control types in 6 lines?
You would, but you'd only use 2 of them. I'll go over that in a second.
And my other question is, would you use 6 lines for planes?
No.
Or could you?
No, it's absolutely forbidden to use 6 lines for planes. There's not enough information there, because planes generally have less situational awareness of the ground. Okie dokie then. Everyone basically just slot up into 1-1 Alpha, 1-1 Bravo, and join the game.
Oh, and another question is, do you ask the pilot to stand by? I mean, do you wait for the to actually pilot as a JTAC to oh, hang on, give me a second.
Is it necessary to read the 6th line back?
Line 2 and 4. That's what I've got. On both the 9 line and the 6 line, you read back line 2 and 4. Wait, no, that's wrong. On the 6 line, you read back line 2 and 4. On the 9 line, you read back line 4 and 6. Wait, no, I've got that wrong, for fuck's sake. Yaxo!
What?
Which lines do you read back on the 9 line? I keep forgetting.
It's 3 and 6. No, 4 and 6. 4 and 6.
So it's targeting permission. As far as
That-
where it is.
Yeah.
4 and 6 is.
Hold on a second, let me check. I've got a massive big PDF document there. I think it's 4 and 6. I know for a fact it's line 2 and 4 on the 6th line. And for this entire session, basically we'll be using 6 lines mostly, so remember 2 and 4. I'll get back to you with what lines you read back once we're actually in the mission. Can you take us in next one?
Say again? Yeah,
5 and
want
6
us
makes
to
more sense.
want me to
Yes,
take you in?
Yep.
Okay. Serpent 10i, have you completed all the prerequisites?
No.
How many have you completed? Because I don't recall seeing you ever.
Do you mean in the sign up or in game? I did sign up. I've only done the familiarization course and fire team ops.
I'll have you flying around the airfield. If you crash,
Copy.
then you'll be don't crash.
Thanks.
Does this apply to everyone else?
I was everyone doing NOE flight anyway.
It's stressed for people who joined without actually having the prerequisites. If you fuck up, you're gone.
Basically, you need to know how to operate a helicopter as it's described in the Row 2 Wing utility helicopter training. You also need to be able to communicate with the radios quickly under pressure without making mistakes. That's pretty damn important with the 9 lines. And you need to be able to communicate, you basically need to have the familiarization.
Oh, Yaxo, do you mind if I have every course but familiarization done?
How have you managed that?
I don't even know.
I did the same thing.
Every single course has a prerequisite for mil.
Just kind of figured I've been with UO for like 2 years, so pretty familiar.
Okay,
As long as
everyone
you have
is
the
in.
information.
Okay, boss.
Let's go for a walk, shall we? Everyone follow me.
This is the Golf Cobra. The H1. First attack helicopter ever.
Welcome to Shitsville of the helicopter town.
Yep.
Hey, Iron Manson. Is the password Burns?
It's pancakes.
Alright, thanks.
This
Well, he
is
actually has.
Shitsville. You see, it's only got rockets and it's got a gun. and it has yes, it has rotors. Okay, that's all. Wow, Acre plugin version and add-on do not match. Okay, give me a second.
That's first one. That's the AH-1 Golf, famous for its use in Vietnam. It's the first attack helicopter ever, pretty much. It has a 7.62 millimeter minigun instead of the 20 millimeter. You can see the 20 millimeter here, but scripted on is a 7.62. But that's just because this is a modified version that was scripted to act like an AH-1 Golf.
Still has a glass cockpit though.
Just do a flush. You don't need to go all the way up.
Is that a K-50 over there?
Yes. We have all the attack helicopters lined up. Yeah, Verox, I got it back out quickly. My Acre is outdated.
Was there an update today?
Yeah.
Yes.
Another bitch.
We'll start flashing.
Is Virax talking?
I was thinking the same.
Yeah, I think he may be talking.
I can hear you, but it's because I dropped out.
He was muted for me.
Brilliant. Okay, whoever can hear me, tell everyone else to unlocal mute me.
Hey, everybody, go to Windows and unmute Verox. Then you will hear him again.
Okay.
Check. Alright, should be fixed now.
Alright, everybody's good.
Excellent. Okie dokie then. So, as I was saying, this is the Israeli version of the Cobra. It's designated the AH-1, not to be confused with the AH-1, which is the British version of the Apache longbow. It's armed with 4 toes, 4-2s even, a small amount of rockets, and 20mm cannon. It is, to all intents and purposes for Arma, the exact same. This is even more the same, except it's got more toes and rockets. This one is also the same, except it has 8 AGM-114s, and I'm not actually sure what they've got, if they're kilos or limas. I think they're all kilos.
They're all kilos on Cobra. The Limas are for the radar.
Yes. You makes a good point, you know. Okie dokie then. This is the Zulu. You can tell the Zulu apart because it has 4 rotor blades on top. It also has the nice AIM-9 sidewinders on the side here for self-defense. This one here has a fuck ton of AGM-114s and would generally be very good at taking out a lot of things. Okay, let's keep walking. This one's the exact same. This is just with rockets instead of 2 more 114 pods. The Apache longbow, the cream of the crop. You can see the radar on top there. Everyone likes the longbow radar. Oh no!
I think it
Yay
bites.
for Arma physics.
Yeah. Anyway, you can see the nice 30mm cannon on there. The CWIS, I think it's called, this one on the front. This has something to do with target acquisition system. I remember that much.
The ITADS, I think.
ITADS. Yes, that's it. Integrated target acquisition system. I remember now.
Or just commonly referred to as, you know, sensor pod. That's a lot simpler.
Doesn't sound as cool, however. Here we have Shitsville AH-6J. Has absolutely no targeting system whatsoever, and you basically just blind fire with miniguns and rockets. You can see everything there. This one is slightly better than Shitsville. It has daggers, which are very nice at taking out lightly armored targets. This is the K50 Hokum. I'm sure most of you will recognise this if you've ever played DCS Black Shark. It has 12 Vicar M's and quite a lot of rockets, depending on the loadout. Also, note that in Arma, the Shiv cult is only forward facing, henceforth, the Vicars are also only forward facing. This one's the K52, the two-seater variant and much more improved version of the K50. You'll notice the two targeting pods on top and the bottom. That, what the fuck? Yeah, that can actually swivel around, so that one's not only forward facing, which is always a good thing. This here is, yes, the flying tanks indeed. This one is the most particular flying tank. Notice these missiles here have minimum range of around about 500 meters. You'll be absolutely fucked if you try and fire them anything less than that. They also have...
Those aren't Malyutkas, are they?
Say again?
Those aren't, whatchamacallit, Malyutka missiles.
Yes.
Wait, Iron Man, could you please switch slots? You are in an instructor slot right now. The leaders.
Top.
There, thank you.
Okay then, this one's the Mi-24V, the latest version in Arma. This one has the slightly more advanced missiles back here. They may not look very missile-y, that's because they're in a tube. You'll see the little cap that pops off the front. They also have 2 bombs on them. I've never seen the point of having bombs. And some rockets. The Mi-24 Victor again, except instead of the bombs, this one has 2 big guns on the side. That basically gives it a lot of guns. Mi-24 Victor again, except instead of the big guns, this one has slightly more advanced rockets on the inside stations. And the Wildcat AH-11, which is technically a gunship, not an attack helicopter. However, it also has some CRV-7s.
Aren't the CRV-7s both?
Yes, they are.
Excellent.
Okie dokie then. So that's basically all of the... Oh, what's this? To the other side of the wall.
Are you guys doing everyone globally or is it global?
Oh my, that is a lot of them. That's a lot of helicopters, isn't it?
So we have a lot to crash.
Effectively, yeah.
Is
Okie
Jaeger
dokie then.
working for you guys or is it all global?
I'm global, I don't mind off for now. Okie dokie then.
I could have sworn there was
Right then. For those of you who haven't done rotary wing operations here, I'll go over some of the vital systems of an attack helicopter. Let's go all the way down to the Cobras and the Apaches, because those are the only 2 you'll ever be flying here at Euro. Except maybe these Mi-24s. You'll never see a K-50 or a K-52 in the Arma because they rape so much.
Really? I thought that they were more likely to kill you than to kill the pilot.
No.
Oh no.
The K-50s, they all have tab-lock missiles, which is why they are not used.
Which, I might add, is absolutely bullshit. These 12 Vickers missiles here are actually beam riding, which IRL is generally the shittest way to guide a missile. Although Arma seems to disagree.
Well, in Black Shark it tends to kill the pilot more than the target.
That's just pilot error. You need to learn to fly better, Cayman.
When do we get these desert skins? What pack are they from?
Away.
IDF.
Yeah, the IDF hack brought the Egyptian
IDF?
and the Egyptian and the IDF packs. I mean, Cobras.
Yeah, the IDF, these are the IDF Cobras. The
Alright,
Egyptians only have Apaches.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okie dokie. So let's go over some of the key points on this. You'll notice at the top, they're called the main rotors. They're probably the most obvious reason is because they are the main rotors. What keeps the helicopter in the air. Back here we have the anti-torque rotors. These prevent you
We know what it is, you ain't gotta shoot it.
that basically prevents the helicopter from spinning around due to torque created by the main rotor. You'll need a little bit of physics knowledge for anyone that knows how that works. The twin engines on this are not modelled in Arma, so if you get shot in one, both will fail. Go Gadget Arma. However, those two little things on the side and a bit on the top, those are the engines.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Is the gearbox model like if you get shot in a gearbox, all both rotors fail?
Yeah.
Cool.
Gearbox is specifically like that down. Okie dokie then. We have the cockpit, pilots at the back going to the front, target acquisition system at the top, at the front here. Some mission makers disable the thermals, but they do have thermals. They have also TV, with usually 3 or 4 levels of zoom. The stations on the outside labelled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 on the Cobra. 1 and 6 are on the outsides. 2 and 5 are on the second to outsides. And 3 and 4 are on the very insides. If you come over to the side here. Those little blue and white things that you can see on the side are the infrared countermeasure dispensing pods. Basically, infrared countermeasures come in these little bar type things that you shove into those and they fire off, putting out lots of very hot stuff that you don't want to touch. Okie dokie then.
That's what those blue boxes are?
Yes, on the very side here.
Gotcha.
Can I actually burn you with armor?
No,
Good question, would you like to check?
They cannot.
they can't.
Obviously not. Okay. Now, the wings on the side here offer more than one purpose of just holding munitions. They also stabilise the helicopter during fast flight and basically act as an additional wing in addition to the main rotor in speeds of above around about 180 knots. The additional wing back here is just a vertical stabiliser, again at high speeds, and it effectively just stabilises. Okie dokie then. That is basically the main parts of a helicopter. You'll notice some helicopters have different bits, for example the longbow radar over there on the Apache, which is infinitely powerful and never gets shot, and the shivcool system over there on the K-50. Basically they're just different addition little bits that we don't need to know about.
Is the AIM-9X feature where they track the pilot's vision modeled in Arma?
Sadly not, no. They're tab lock in Arma.
Disappointing.
Okay. So, as I'm sure most of you have played with attack helicopters before, most of these helicopters all have different handling characteristics. Little bird all the way down there at the end of the line. Oh wait, no. Little bird right there just after the Apache. In the middle, yes, that one. Are probably the most manoeuvrable attack helicopters on this game. Attack helicopters in bunny air type things. Whereas over there the Mi-24 is probably the least manoeuvrable. And they all go from in between. And in addition, the armor values of all these vary. For example, the Mi-24 over there being the most armored, and the little bird over there being the least armored. There. Okay then. Now, inside all these helicopters, bar the Mi-24 and the K-50, 52 and Thunderbird, so basically the Cobra and the Apache all have multifunction displays, or the heads-down system. In Arma2, this is mostly non-functional. Most of them have a horizontal situational indicator, which is the little wings with the degrees that go up and down. You'll usually find that quite useful when you're hovering, to actually keep a stable hover. Also, you have the heads-up display, which is the green holographic display that you'll see sometimes when you look around and when you're looking directly forwards. I'll go over this in more detail later because there's actually quite a few bits implemented on there that you won't notice usually. But for now, that's all we really need to know. The gunner has absolutely no multifunction displays in any of the helicopters. The Apache pretends to have some, but it doesn't really. However, they have a nice gun pod on the front, which has flare. They used to have night vision, I'm not sure if they do in Ace. And they have a TV system. Right, okay. Any questions on the overview of helicopters?
They fly and make things go boom?
They do indeed. Right, okay. Now we all get to go for a jog. Everyone jog down the northeast.
We have trucks, so we don't have to
go
walk.
for a ride. Let's go and get this truck.
Can we go over in 9-liners, Yaxo? I'm not strong with that stuff. Or is that not applicable in Chopper?
Not as much.
Yeah, it's not incredibly applicable, but you should quickly go over it with Verox. He knows more about 9-liners because they're, that's fixed wing stuff.
I'll be going over basically all the possible ways you can call in CAS, including holy shit, I need CAS here, and how to decipher that. Okay, is everyone in the truck?
I think so.
Oh.
Yep.
The Yaxo field special.
And don't you ever dare call this a UAV again.
Oh boy,
A UAV.
I think Yaxo is kind of mad. It's a Mercedes-Benz, bro.
Right, okay. Everyone jump inside the hold on a second.
Blackhawks.